Hey guys, it's Coach Andrea here. It's Wellness Wednesday, and today I want to talk about something that has been on my mind, and it is the topic of bitterness. Now, I feel like I need to give a disclaimer before I even start this. If you are in a healing process and you are in the angry stage and you're working through your grief, please, I am not talking to you. If you have had something traumatic happen and the pain is still fresh and you're still healing, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking specifically about situations that come into our lives and change our perspective on everything. And that's what bitterness does. I got a real life example of this today as I was taking my vitamins and my medicine. One of the pills got stuck on my tongue. If you've ever had that happen, you know how nasty it is. It leaves a very bitter taste in your mouth. And when I went to try to drink more water, instead of it going down the way it should, it just stuck there and started to dissolve even more. And it was a nasty taste in my mouth. It was very gritty. I tried to drink some juice. That made it even the juice bitter. I tried to eat something. It made the food taste nasty. And over time, of course, the bitter taste went away. But this is what bitterness does in our life. When we are bitter, it taints our perspective on everything. We can't be happy about anything. We see everything through a negative lens. We complain about things. And instead of us talking about our trauma or our wounds from a place of this happened to me and I'm working through it and I know I'm coming out better on the other side, we hold on to the pain and we take this thing and we turn it into the worst thing that ever happened to us, and it's all we can talk about. And you've seen people, you've met people like this, where they're telling you something from 10, 20, 30 years ago, and the same emotion that they felt 30 years ago comes back as if it happened yesterday. It's fresh. The bitterness is there in their mouth, and you can hear it in their voice. You see it in their actions. And again, I'm not talking about people who are working through their wounding. We're all in process. And so there are times where we're not at our best, where we're limping along, where we're in the angry phase, and that's okay. But the important thing is to get stuck there. When we take medicine, it's because we're sick. Something has happened that requires us to take medicine to get better. Now, taking the medicine, none of us like it. Nobody wants to take medicine every day. You got to pay for the prescription. You got to go to the doctor, follow up with the doctor, maybe get a refill. It costs you something to do the work to get better. These pills that I take specifically say do not crush, do not break, do not dissolve, because then they're less effective. Actually, what they do is they leave the bitter taste in your mouth when you take them and you don't use them the way they're intended to. And when we don't do the work that we need to do to heal, we are risking the chance of bitterness setting in. And that's not what we want. Every time we have a trauma, it's an opportunity for a testimony. Every wound that we have is an opportunity for us to go and witness to someone. When we do our work, when we go through painful experiences and we come out better on the other side, we create an opportunity to share the goodness of God. Now, I know some of you struggle with, well, if I let it go, if I do the work, that person's going to think it's okay. And that's not true. That's the work of forgiveness is not saying that it's okay, whatever someone did to wound you or whatever the trauma was that occurred in your life. But it's saying that you're not going to choose to hold on to it and allow bitterness to set in and poison everything else in your life. So check your heart today and see if there's any bitterness there. Ask your friends. Think about how you tell stories about painful experiences or things that have happened to you. Do you sense any bitterness? And if you do, I challenge you to pray, to dig deeper, to do some more work. Maybe there's something there that needs to be healed. And then when you do that work, you will come out better on the other side. I hope that blesses you today. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you next time.